guys or anyone. So yeah, let me just wait on that on my end because it takes it a second. But just one moment.
Should I share my screen now?
Yes. All right, and you're ready to go whenever you're ready.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Saya. I'm 10 years old and I'm in coding 201. This was my custom 301. This was my custom project for coding 301 called Escape Swiper. The problem with games these days is that they don't engage people enough and that they should make things so that people want to keep playing the game. They should include things like levels and collecting items, and it shouldn't end at a certain point where you've done everything. Collecting items and building new things is fun, but after some time, you've basically done everything, and the next things are just harder versions of what you've already done. The solution. My game called Escape Swiper has different characters that come in certain altitudes to make it harder for you to rescue your friend. Unlike other games where you collect things and eventually have done everything, here you get to keep pushing through to get to your friend. It will be hard because the ones you thought you could trust have betrayed you and will try to attack you until there is only one person left to help you, but they have been captured by your friends. Will you be able to get them back? As you can see by my storyboard, in my game you will jump on trees trying to get higher and higher to rescue your friend from the people who have betrayed you. My customers. My available customer would be any people that have a phone or computer. And my target customer would be people that are able to read QR codes if they're using a phone and have a decent FPS rate for a computer or phone. My ideal customer would have about 100 plus FPS rate for a computer, and for a phone, about 60 FPS rate for the best experience in the game. Most users should be in the age range of 8 to 13 years old. Marketing. I would market my game by putting ads on other games, and I would put ads between shows on TV and ads on Google. I would also use sponsorships to promote my game. Metrics. I would measure my success by how many people have rescued Boots, the one who has been captured by your friends, and how long it took them to rescue him, and how long people have played my game in total. Cost structure. The things I would use for cost structure is copyright legalization, that costs $120, Google ads, $40 every month, game ads would cost $20 every other month, and ads on TV and YouTube would cost about $50 every 2 months. Revenue streams. I would put ads inside my games for other games that would give me money, and that would be about $30 per person. I would use donations because I can earn money from people who enjoy playing my game. And someone could buy no ads in game, and that would give me $5 per person who bought it. And by profit, using every year, so I spent a certain amount of money in my cost structure, and then I earned back from my revenue, I would get $990 per year. Advantage. My game is not boring, and my game has multiple characters that will appear at different times. My game also has an original storyline, and it's made to keep people engaged. Community. If people donate to the game and reach a certain amount, every multiple of $500, we will add one more suggested character to the game, as someone who has betrayed Dora and will try to attack her. This will also make the game harder and make people more engaged in the game. If we reach our goal in donations of $1,200, we will make different skins that you can use instead of Dora to complete the game. And we will give back to charities and organizations to help people with a portion of our donations. We will also use donations towards future updates. And that's all for my presentation. Thank you for listening to me.
Good job, Saya.
Good job, Saya.
Thank
Do you want to do a quick run through of your game just to show them how it works? Great.
Good job, Dora, I said. Good job, Saya.
When she was little, she has had Dora as her Halloween theme.
I was wondering where that came from.
So basically how the game works is you would jump on the trees trying to get closer to Boots, like I said. And so it's called Escape Swiper.
Oh, Swiper, like Swiper no swiping, right?
Yeah. And then you basically have to keep jumping and dragging Dora towards things. And if you hit the backpack, it slows you down, and more of her friends will try to attack you. And so I got hit by one of her friends, and that attacked me. And so you have to try and get to a certain height altitude, and then Boots will appear, and you have to take him back with you. And as you get higher, more and more people will start to attack you. I got to 3 people, so 3 people started to attack me. And then it continues like that, and you try and get to the top. And that's my game.
Great. Good job, Saya.
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay. All right, Brendan, you can set up. Saya, you will be muted just while Brendan presents. Okay.
Here's the so that you guys can. I'm gonna.
Oh, okay.
My big head's blocking it. At least I think it is. Oh wait, am I presenting?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, I love it. Okay. So. Okay. Hi, my name is Brendan. I am 10 years old, and this is my Excite Bike project for Coding 301. What is an issue that newer games or games in the future will have is that they have no point. You just keep continuing levels and levels over and over again, but with exceptions. A possible solution is to buy older consoles like the Nintendo NES or the Sega Genesis. But an issue with that is modern TVs use HDMI or USB-C cables, not cables that the Genesis or NES uses. A solution is to also use an emulator, a Nintendo Switch Online membership, or to get a CRT TV so that you can play games. But the problem with that is everything costs money. A great solution is to play my Excite Bike for free. It's Excite Bike the Remake. A classic game from the 1980s for anyone who enjoys playing retro games and has a computer. What are the advantages of playing a replica rather than using the NES? It's free to play on most devices. Bitbox is not blocked on your computer. Customizations to make the game smoother or run better. Old games in the past tend to have very not smooth games, very pixelated, bad frame rate. Basically, with a replica, you can change anything and everything to just the way you want it to be and to make it run better. Also, less lag. Old games have a lot of lag. Replicas can get rid of lag just by coding. And you can play on any device with most games. Not my game, but most games. So marketing, going into the future, if my game were to somehow kick off and start getting players, making accounts on free social media platforms like Twitter and Facebook that have an age range of the people that play the game are a good idea rather than spending money on an ad on Facebook or Twitter. My way of measuring success isn't by the profit I make, it's by the players that play my game and had fun doing it. My cost structure is Wi-Fi and Accelerate Kids to make the game work. My estimate is $200 a month. And revenue streams are ads and an ad remover in game so that you don't accidentally click on ads. giving back to the community. Smaller ads that don't interrupt your gameplay are something that a lot of people would prefer rather than having huge ads that interrupt your gameplay. And a free and fun game for everyone and anyone to play. Thank you for listening to me. I'm going to show you a preview now. I think you'll memorize this. Do you remember? Okay. Yes. So you guys can't hear anything. Bro. Okay. You press enter to go through the game menu. You use the up and down keys to move the bike. So you're supposed to avoid oil spills and try to hit ramps. So if you hit a ramp, you go higher because.
Is that a ramp?
Yes, that's a ramp, a triangle thing.
Oh, you hit it and then
Yeah.
flying in the air?
You're supposed to avoid oil spills because oil spills will end the game. And yeah, that's it, pretty much. It's an infinite game, so you never win, but it's still fun to play after a while, just waiting to see how far you can get. So yeah, that's my game. And then if I hit oil, that's not oil, but if I were to hit oil, whenever oil comes in, that's not oil. Basically, if you hit oil, it just brings you back to the title screen. There we go. Just brings you back to the title screen.
Good job, Brendan.
Thank you.
Yeah. So,
Thank you.
of course. So as you guys know, this is the last day. It's been great to have them both in my class. They've been a lot of fun. So I just have something real quick to show both parents. It's just about the syllabus stuff and what I recommend for them to do next. I'll be sending you guys a copy of this if you want to see it for some other reason. But basically, for both of them, I do recommend taking coding for one, Python as their next class, just to keep going with the whole coding track. They're both getting the grasp of concepts that they need for further programming. So I can definitely see a lot of potential from both of them. So I would recommend Python as their next step, and maybe taking a Python camp before they start, so this summer, just so they have a good entry basis rather than going in blank, because Python is very, very different from JavaScript. So that's just my recommendation. Same thing for Brendan. So Python camp to lead into a Python class. If you guys have any questions about whether it's online or on-site, you can always send me an email. But basically, we still have online classes, and that will keep being an option as far as I know, like into the future, if you don't feel comfortable going back on site or if you just need it to be online. But we will be back on site sometime around late July, early August. We're planning on having some on-site camps and going into on-site classes starting in the fall. So yeah, so if you want to, enroll for the next class or the next session, you can always ask Hugh. He's ready to get that enrollment process ready. If you guys are interested in any camps, we do have a 30% off discount. It's Safe Summer 20. You guys can use that for any camps you're interested in. So yeah.
Okay. Sure. Do you know when those camps are going to be? Is it like a week long? Is it?
Yeah, our camps are week long. It depends on which camp, but some of them are full day, some of them are half day. Just depends on which one you choose. Usually the digital arts one are mostly the half-day ones. The coding and the game design ones are full days. If you go to our website, it should be updated, so it's up there if you guys want to see it, and you can always, I can actually find a link of the pamphlet we have. And just get that real quick. My computer's struggling with like 30 Google tabs open, so.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah, I can go to the website. That's fine.
Yeah, but there is a link there that you can open a PDF with the current pamphlet we have, so you can see all the available ones. It has all the dates, all the prices, but it's basically the same thing from last summer, I believe. It's basically all the same thing. All the different thing might be the dates. Here we go. I'll paste the link into the chat so you guys can see that. But yeah, do you guys have any other questions?
When does 401 start off? Do you know?
I believe it's sometime in the fall. Should be around September.
Sure. Okay.
Yep.
I'll get in touch with Q as well. And then one other quick question. Now that they completed 301, which is JavaScript, if they wanted to develop further within JavaScript, what's the options for them? Isn't JavaScript kind of popular?
It is popular. So Bitspark kind of dabbles into JavaScript. But if they wanted to do more, I can ask you if we offer anything. But as far as I know, Bitsbox is like the biggest thing we offer with JavaScript. Just
Okay. No,
because
I was just more curious. How do they develop their knowledge of JavaScript from here on?
right. So I can ask you if we offer anything. I haven't heard of much, but if you were thinking like in the future, I'm sure there's classes like through their schools, depending what school they go to.
Sure.
But if they ever go for like a computer science major or a degree, they will stumble across JavaScript. I had to take 1 or 2 classes with it, so it will definitely come into play later on if they follow through with the career.
Right.
But
Right.
I'll ask you if we have anything else that helps develop their JavaScript knowledge, and I can get back to you.
Sure. Thank you.
Of course. Any other questions?
Not right now. I'll email you guys.
Okay.
Thank you for all your help, CeeCee.
Of course, it was a pleasure. Just letting you know, we do have a demo day coming up. It will be on Saturday, July 11th, from 5 to 6:30. So it's kind of like a demo day / celebration party for them to finish their class. So if they can make it, just let me know. If they can't, just also let me know. I'll be sending out a reminder email in a week or two, just so you guys don't forget. But that's also that we're gonna be having.
Thank you.
Yeah, of course.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you so much, guys. It was a pleasure. Bye.
Enjoy your summer.
Enjoy your summer.
Thank you. You too.
Bye,
Bye,
Sarah.
Sarah.
Bye, Brandon.
Bye.
Bye.
Oh my god. Okay, bye.
Bye, Brendan.